This intro bit was graded with Dehancer film emulation plugin. Now the question is, do you really need it? Well, even though I'm sponsored and I do get a cut from each purchase made through my referral code, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot here and be real honest. In case you're just starting out, you're a budding cinematographer, strapped for cash, maybe paying $300 per year or $550 one-time purchase is not a great idea. You should probably invest in some good glass, lights, learn manual focusing, study proper color grading using scopes and hitting those skid notes consistently. Also creating your own LUTs. On the other hand, if you are already well established, $550 one-time purchase is a steal in my opinion. This plugin will improve your workflow and possibly speed up your delivery times. In this case, I'm assuming that you know the difference between digital and analog image sampling and what film emulation entails. It is not a LUT preset pack. It goes way deeper, and the folks over at Dehancer are quite transparent when it comes to the process of introducing new film looks into the software. But it is worth noting that we are not slaves to the film look. You have the freedom to do whatever, and sometimes that might not be film emulation, film grain, bloom, halation. Watch and decide for yourself if there is any value in what I'm going to show you next.
You a genius.
Dehancer has 63 film emulations and so much depth to tweaking each one of them that the possibilities truly are endless. Now I'm gonna show you the workflow. First, we set up a simple node tree, curve adjustments, color space transform, and finally the Dehancer node. And that's it, we're all set. This setup is imperative. Dehancer node goes at the end of your node tree. According to their documentation, the only node that should go after it is a node not related to color correction, for example, sharpen filters. Now we are gonna grade this shot and go through all of the options available. Pick a film look and use push and pull slider to pick between 3 blended EV values, -2, 0 and +2. Right off the bat, you have a film developer and fill compression options. Use the developer for further customization of your film look. Fill compression compresses the highlights to resemble the analog image exposure. Print is very important. It incorporates the physical properties of the actual print paper. I tend to go to Kodak Glossy most of the time. There are also sliders for further customizations here. Color head is there for fine-tuning your color balance. Use this rather than coarse temperature adjustment. Film grain has presets for all standard film formats. 8mm has the roughest grain, which becomes finer with the bigger film sizes. I mostly go for 3550 or 65-250 ISO. Halation is a tricky one. It's extremely easy to go overboard with this one. Use the mask mode to isolate the halation parts of the image and try to keep it to a minimum. For reference, you can watch some old movies and try to match it visually. Bloom is self-explanatory. It also has a mask mode and the usual presets. Eyeball it and match it with your project's needs. Film damage, film breath, and gate weave quite literally replicate the issues of film as a medium. You get specks, dust, scratches, along with the slight exposure flickering and frame shifting due to the high speeds of feeding the film into the camera. Overscan slaps on a film strip frame of the desired format, which can of course be customized. You can even change the perforation corner types, gate defocus, and flip the film strip orientation. There's monitoring options, false color and clipping, which is absolutely great. And of course, you can control the total impact of the grade and see before and after. Option for exporting LUTs is there, and when it comes to timeline quality, you can pick normal, fast, and better quality timeline output. I keep it normal, even though quality is not that bad, just slightly slower and choppier, and it gets a little bit worse as you add more effects and edits. Render times with Dehancer do tend to rise exponentially, and I have a pretty beefy PC, i9, 32 gigs of RAM and RTX 4080. There is also Dehancer online module for quick and easy photo editing. It is mostly based on a bunch of film emulation presets, which you can modify with a couple of sliders. It is less customizable than the plugin itself, but at the same time it is far less demanding and very intuitive. If you really don't want to play with the sliders, there are presets for light, exposure, and colors as well. When done, export, save, and that's pretty much it. There's also a Dehancer app for iOS, but I cannot give you any input on it since I will never buy an iPhone. By now it should be obvious that Dehancer is very powerful. It's backed by a big team of experienced photographers, cinematographers, C++ programmers, but what it will not do for you is magically fix every shot you slap on it. Film basics are a must. The better you are, the more magic you'll receive in return. And by the way, I've already used it on a couple of paid projects and the clients loved it. They've only asked me to go easy on the film grain, so I set it to 65mm ISO 50 due to the commercial nature of the projects.